Is this the next thing that I'm being accused of, that I'm a sociopath? All right, let's see if we're a sociopath, guys. It's wrong to cheat because it's unfair to other people. Completely agree. My primary life goal is to get as many nice things as I can. I do not give a fuck. My primary goal in life is to have a family and leave the world in a better state than it was. That is my entire goal. My goal is to be kind to those who have been kind to me and be awful to anyone who's been bad to me. So I completely disagree. I don't give a fuck about that at all. It would be distressing if I succeeded because someone else failed. Why the fuck would I care? Hey, if they fucked up and I capitalized on that shit, okay, I won because you suck? Am I supposed to feel bad for you? Absolutely. Fuck no. I don't care. Yo, be better, bro. Skill issue. To succeed is the only thing that matters, and people who fail aren't my problem. Okay, well, that's not true. Obviously, I'm not gonna disregard everything in the path of complete and total victory. Obviously, I want to make sure that my success brings as many other people's success as possible, and I'm not completely ruthless on my way to get there. I always put the ladder down. I never pull the ladder up. So I'll put somewhat disagree. Financial success is my top priority. So here's the thing about money. It's everything it's everything when you don't have it. It's nothing when you do have it. Financial success is my top priority. It does not say financial success is my only priority. I think I am a human being where I am very much success motivated. And in my life, the more money you have, the less you have to interact with the world and the more freedom you have, the more safety you have. So to be honest, is finances my top priority? Yes. Because without money, you really can't focus on the things that you do want to do at all times. And keeping my freedom is very important. And being able to support my loved ones is very important, and I need to be financially successful to do so. So honestly, I completely agree, yes. Morality is for other people, and I care about mainly what is right for me in the moment. No, I'm very moral driven. I think everything that I do is driven by my pursuit of righting the wrongs of this world. So I would put somewhat disagree. A fraudulent scheme can be really impressive if it's particularly clever. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think Honey bamboozled so many fucking people and made so much money off of a product that didn't really work. So yeah, it's impressive, sure. Anything goes as long as I come out on top or achieve my goals. Nah. Like, for example, right? Like, if I could farm a clip by like humiliating and beating up Shinya, I wouldn't do it, right? Because I care too much about him. So I actually completely disagree. I think there's a true right way to do things, and I don't think foregoing all of your morality to do so is the right thing to do. It's kind of like those other streamers who are like, oh, and then my gimmick will be I'll flirt with other dudes and make out with other chicks and make out with other dudes, even though I'm already in a committed relationship because, think of the clips. No, fuck no. Completely disagree. I can justify anything as long as I don't get caught. Nah, hell no. Nah. Because the thing is, caught implies other people. There are things that haunt me that only I know that I've done. For example, when I was in 6th grade, I got legitimately hacked in this game called Gaia Online. And I was really mad and I was really poor. And I told my buddy that I got hacked, and he said, man, that sucks. And then I looked at his Gaia Online account, and he had all this stuff. And I stole all of it. I went on his account, I took all of his shit. And I said, oh, damn, you must have got hacked. I kept all that shit, bro. Yep, and it still haunts me till today. And you know what the worst thing is? That guy's in prison now. So even though I have the opportunity to pay him back, he's in prison, and I'll probably never talk to him again. So I'll never get to repent for what I did. Yeah, that was you? Hey, man. Nah. You made him into a criminal? Maybe. He joined MS-13, allegedly, and went to prison. I completely disagree. If someone is foolish enough to get tricked, they probably had it coming. I actually do agree. someone's stupidity, someone's irresponsibility, someone's naivety, it does rest on their shoulders as well. And I do think when you live in such ignorance and you let yourself be prone to being taken advantage of, a lot of the times you really should have smartened up, you really should have hardened up, you really should have prepared yourself, and you put yourself into a shitty position that anybody with a common sense wouldn't have done. So honestly, when people get fucked over their own stupidity, while I'm not entirely going to laugh at them and make fun of them, I'm going to say, well, you had it coming. So yeah, I somewhat agree, but not completely. I would not lie. I would not lie even if it got me what I wanted. I lie all the time. I love it. It's great. It makes life way more fun. No, I would absolutely lie. Completely disagree. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, I literally lied 4 days ago. I went to this gas station and I didn't have my debit card on me. So I tapped it, knowing that my tap never works at gas stations. And it allowed me $48 of gas. $48 of gas it gave me. Before it shut it off, it said go inside. And so I go inside and I say, yo, I was on pump number 9. I was on pump number 12. It said that my transaction was complete and I paid for it, but it told me to pay you guys again, even though I've already paid for it. It shows on my bank statement that I've already paid for this. And he goes, oh, okay, you're good then. And I say, thanks. I got $48 for free, brother. I got $48 for free. Hey, fuck him. Do you think I feel bad scamming a fucking multi-billion-dollar industry? Absolutely not. I'm getting the money back for the people. These places should be ashamed. They're charging $3.60 for gas. They've been stealing from us their whole lives. Like, I'm gonna feel bad about stealing 40 bucks? Fuck no. They deserve it. I prioritize myself above all others. Absolutely not. Hell no. I'm not even like top 5 in my own, like, hell no. Absolutely not. You fuck no. Dude. This would get me so far ahead of life, but my biggest issue is I put so many people ahead of me first. My dog's ahead of me, my cat's ahead of me, my friends are ahead of me, my girlfriend's ahead of me, absolutely. As well as my family, some of my family. When trying to get what I want, I do my best to treat other people fairly and kindly. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I actually do. Sometimes it can be fun to toy with other people's emotions. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's fucking hilarious. Dude, I'll always do this thing with like Sophia, where I'll order her a coffee or I'll order her a piece of food that I know she's really excited about. And then as it gets here, I'll say, fuck, they canceled the order. Fuck, they canceled the order. And she'll be like, oh, really? Oh, that sucks. And then I'll go to the door and say, oh, never mind. It's the same thing that I do in my chat before I go live. I go, yo, chat, I'm way too tired. I can't stream today. I see all the, oh, fuck, sad. Immediately goes live. Because I think it's funny to disappoint people for like 5 seconds before surprising them with a nice treat. Because it makes it more fun. I don't know. It makes it more fun for me, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, so I completely agree. I use flattery to manipulate people into furthering my own goals. Yes, absolutely. That's definitely a good tactic. If my behavior or something I say makes someone suffer emotionally, I feel guilty. But what if they deserve it? I'll put somewhat agree. No, I'll put somewhat disagree because they could deserve it. I don't like making people feel bad long term. I just like doing it for pranks. But sometimes you have to make them feel guilty because they should feel guilty. So I will make people feel guilty if they needed to. Because sometimes you need to suffer emotionally. Like, for example, like, if someone isn't doing their responsibilities, if someone isn't holding up their end of the bargain, and they don't realize it because they're young, they're immature, they're irresponsible, sometimes you have to make them feel like shit for neglecting their for neglecting their responsibilities. So 50-50, somewhat disagree. What's going on? What are my results? High sociopathy. 40 out of 64. Chat with a therapist online. I think I'm fine, dude. I think I'm fine. Nah, it's fine.